welcome to Movies with Michael, and this is my full review of the Super Mario Bros. Movie from Illumination Animation. But if you haven't seen this movie yet, this video will have a lot of spoilers, so consider this your spoiler warning, and let's get started. The Super Mario Bros. Movie is Illumination shot in an animated film featuring the most iconic video game character and franchise. The movie is meant to be for kids, and that explains the hour and 32-minute runtime. This is my first criticism of this film because I think the movie could have been 15 or 20 minutes longer. I say this because there were many scenes that I felt were too fast. They went by too fast. In particular, the montage where we go through World 1, 2, and Yoshi's Island. Yoshi himself, unfortunately, doesn't appear in the film at all. Having a bit of a longer runtime could have let the movie take a breath and have us walk through, though briefly, the different locations just like in the game. From what we did get, though, the animation was incredible. It was amazing. Even the smaller details are not missed. Of course, that means there will be a lot of Easter eggs for other content creators on YouTube to be concerned about. The voice acting across the board didn't bother me. I went in expecting to be very annoyed the whole time that Mario, an Italian plumber, is being voiced by maybe the most American actor in Hollywood, that is Chris Pratt. But now that I think about it, I didn't mind it that much. But I think the best vocal performance in this movie was Jack Black as Bowser, and Black surely had an amazing time, such a fun time, messing around with Mario's archenemy and figuring out how he could embrace the ridiculousness of this character, and even going as far as having his own musical number that maybe only he could have pulled off. The characters, specifically Mario, Luigi, Donkey Kong, and Bowser, they pretty much are how you would expect them to be in this movie. As for the Mushroom Kingdom's princess, Peach, voiced by Anya Taylor-Joy, alright, I get it. They're trying to avoid the dumb blonde archetype who always gets kidnapped. They're trying to avoid that for this character. I understand that, but I think that for the sake of it being like the games, Peach should have been in her captured state, if you will, for longer, and that should have been the goal of the third act, to make it closer to the games. The character of Toad, surprisingly, was a lot of fun, and his monster truck, like the Tiny Titan from Mario Kart Wii, only added to this. As someone who still plays Mario Kart Wii, though the movie didn't really have a whole lot to do with that game, it more so had to do with Mario Kart 8, which is the Mario Kart game for the Nintendo Switch, which is Nintendo's current console. I still enjoyed all the Mario Kart stuff, the Rainbow Road sequence. I thought it was great to see that. But I don't know about you guys, but was I the only one who felt some Mad Max vibes from that scene, especially when the Koopas entered the battle? Maybe that's just me, I don't know. Anyway, back to the review. The Mario franchise has always been known in the gaming community, and also outside this community, for its music. And this is another criticism of this movie because I understand that composer Brian Tyler was trying to incorporate many different jingles and notes from the songs of the games into the score he was writing for this film, but I think he did a bit too much of that, and he overworked himself in trying to make his own original score for this film. There were times when I think he should have just done his own version of that song and just let it play, instead of skipping around from all these different songs and combining them. You may have noticed that I've mentioned or hinted to myself wanting more out of this film. This is true. But I know that they are holding back on a lot of stuff. You know why? Because they want sequels. And I'll be there for the sequels. I want to see Yoshi. I want to see Funky Kong, who should have been the chief mechanic of the Kong Garage in this movie. Come on. I want to see Daisy, I want to see Wario, Waluigi, maybe even Rosalina, the Koopalings, all these other characters from the franchise. I understand why they couldn't fit them in this movie. But I just wanted a few more. And also, the final fight of this film should have taken place in, you guessed it, Bowser's Castle, just like, believe it or not, in the games. We didn't need another New York fight scene. Everything that happened in the Big Owl in this film, it should have taken place not in New York, that's been the setting of millions of movies, third acts, and final fights, but it should have happened in the dark and burning castle of the fire-breathing turtle. The Super Mario Bros. Movie is a quick, enjoyable, lighthearted family film that keeps you wanting more. It has some things it nails, some things it misses, but either way, I would have made changes. Illumination's video game movie combines many different elements from several of the franchise entries that hits just enough of the right notes for me to give it a 6 out of 10. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for joining me today, and please remember to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more content about movies, and tell me what you thought about this movie down below in the comments, and what are you expecting from a sequel. I can't wait to hear what you all think. That's all for now, and I'll see you all next time.